Whilton Mill in Northamptonshire hosts rounds 5 and 6 of the British Minibikes Championship in 2024, the official Road to MotoGP series in the UK, with 3 places up for grabs in both of the FIM MiniGP UK classes at the Junior World Series. We're getting underway with the Minimoto class for riders from 6 years of age, with 5 races coming at you thick and fast in part 1 of our programmes for round 5, followed by part 2 on your local station shortly. The Road to MotoGP starts here with grid positions for this opening race. Here's Jake Sanson.
And it's going to be a competitive one too. Tommy Williams on pole from Emilio Pereira, champion-elect. Nelly Newth, Freddie Taylor, Finley Stiles and Sticky Bun himself, Charlie Bunn, there in P6 of the starting grid. Should be a very competitive one from the top riders in the field. Joey Athersidge and Randy Carter, then James Dermott, Austin Dilks and Logan Paisley, still adapting to life as a Minimoto rookie. But obviously the championship fight right over the sharp end, that's what we need to be keeping an eye on. Nelly Newth really working hard to try and keep this championship alive. Not bad considering that she's only been here for half the season. Here we go. And a great start up front. Emilio Pereira has gone about this exactly the way he wanted to, but it's Freddie Taylor who has launched forward straight away. A little bit of a run wide there though through Crook and Oblivion. We go on board with James Dermott in this fabulous new in-helmet camera that we have got here at Whilton Mill this weekend. Brilliant from young James Dermott, who really gives us a slice of what it's like in these Minimoto rookie bikes. But here out of the front, what a start though from Tommy Williams and Emilio Pereira. Through to Ashby, leading it. Oh, round the outside, that was a very cheeky move from Sticky Bun. Charlie Bunn getting through there on the outside line at Ashby. That takes some doing, I tell you. But Tommy Williams is away with the fairies up front. What a fantastic start. And it's Nelly Newth who's actually got into second position. The young rider from Chippenham. She's doing a great job in front of Pereira. Pereira can't afford to rush into this. Freddie Taylor is all over the back of him in 4th position. So Pereira's got to be very careful about how he goes about it. He's got it all to lose.
Yeah, Emilio Pereira is the championship leader. It's Nelly Newth effectively, as Tommy Williams is clearing off out front, by the way. Championship leader now in P4. Nelly Newth is trying to keep this championship alive, Jake. Nelly Newth has, of course, just set the fastest lap as well. She's setting off now in pursuit of the man out front. Williams this weekend in practice and qualifying has been super quick.
So Pereira managed to get back ahead of Freddie Taylor there through Oblivion and Crook, so back into 3rd position once again. Then you've got Finley Stiles and Joey Athersidge. Back on board with James Dermott. He's trying to close up on Austin Dilks up in front, and so too there is Sticky Bun. Ashby once again, just trying desperately to keep it together. Look at the way that Tommy Williams is checking out though over Nelly Newth. I tell you, Tommy Williams has won every race he started so far this year, which is absolutely incredible. It shows you that he's ready for a championship assault next year. It's just that he hasn't done a full campaign. So Tommy Williams could actually be a championship contender if he'd been here since day one.
Absolutely. This is that new onboard camera. We've got James Dermott running that, and it looks like a stabilised camera. You can see the helmet shaking around, but the camera is stable. Really nice view of the action. And just imagine this, if you go on board with him, if you're 6 to 9 years old, riding on a Minimoto down the straight here at around 38, 40 mile an hour.
Yeah, if you'd have told me 12 years ago when I started working with TDI Media that I'd be watching an onboard camera in the helmet from a 6 to 9 year old racer, I would never have believed you. It's amazing how far we've come in terms of tech. Tommy Williams, almost a second a lap quicker than everybody else out there at the moment. Maybe just a fraction more than that on Emilio Pereira. But Pereira's got himself back together. Look, now really hustling Nelly Newth as they go into Wilkins, out towards Oziers. And this is where things is going to be very tricky indeed for Emilio Pereira to work his magic past Nelly Newth. He can't afford to rush it because he's got the championship lead on his lap. Can he see a move there on the inside? He's having to wait for it. Meanwhile, James Dermott still duking away with Austin Dilks and Charlie Bunn. Can he go round the far side? Looks like he's managed to do so. Very nicely done. He got a better run out of Oziers, and now they go into the boot. This new section of the course is about to tighten up. Here they go. Tighter right-hand section, then in through the left and in through the right. It's changed the whole flow of the lap for the riders here, and they've definitely come into this with a few more overtaking opportunities into 1 and 2 because you can build a little bit more momentum. Here's Emilio Pereira hunting down Nelly Newth, but Freddie Taylor's not far away.
Yeah, they're keeping it keen. 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Williams has checked out, by the way. He's well clear. That new boot section, Jake, more like a platform heel now than I know all about those, being a child of the 1970s. I look cool in my red looms and Chelsea boots.
Pereira dives through on the inside, gets it right through Ashby, but Nelly Newth is not going to take that one lightly. Back on the inside through Wilkins, but has to hang back through Oziers. That was a little bit too big a risk for Nelly Newth. She obviously has to keep her championship fight alive. While Emilio Pereira has it all to lose, he can really pinch Newth in that part of the corner because he knows that she's got to score big points if she wants to win this championship. Take a bit out of his advantage. So he can actually put a little bit more pressure on her in some of those slower bends. It's up to Nelly now to really try and fight back as Tommy Williams is now in amongst the traffic. That's where this race could actually take shape again.
They come through this little right-hand kink there. That's Fine Lady up onto Manuel's bank past what I'm going to call, I'm not an arborist, Jake, I'm going to call that silver birch. It looks a bit silvery to me. Other people that are arborists will probably be letting me know that it's not a silver birch. It's whatever it is. It looks silver to me.
We'll get you onto the circuit manager at Whilton Mill. If they need to add anything else to the circuit layout, then we'll be the first one to call you. Right, let's have a look back further through the field. This is still Austin Dilks and James Dermott we were watching. Dermott's actually worked his way through to 7th position, so he's been doing a great job the last few laps. But now we're in the traffic. Pereira working his way through. Nelly Newth trying not to lose ground here to Freddie Taylor, as that's Logan Paisley they just need to get out of the way of, and that's a really tricky element to these races. You don't get this in Grand Prix very often, of course, but once they get to MotoGP, having that ability to be able to work through the traffic can actually come in very handy.
Yeah, the traffic really is where you win and lose races, there's no doubt. And don't forget, Jake, no blue flags in this class of racing either, so they've got to manoeuvre past the back markers when they come across them. And we've said before, I know you said on the weekend, that it's all about learning, and there's no club racing in mini bike racing. There's no club championships around the UK that you can go learn your trade craft and then come and do the nationals. You just come and do the nationals. Therefore, if you're watching this and seeing riders that you might know being lapped, it might not be surprising, because this could be one of the very first races they've taken part in.
The humidity is really high this weekend, 63, 64% humidity, and it looks like it's trying to rain, but it's not actually doing so. And the circuit is actually fairly cold, it's fairly greasy. So the riders have actually found through qualifying and through practice, it's very difficult to find a decent level of grip out there. We've got Finley Stiles and Joey Adasic battling it out for 5th and 6th position, but you can't really afford to make too many mistakes. You can't afford to go too long on the brakes, because this circuit will spit you out. Round the outside of the back marker, that is the battle between James Dermott, Austin Dilks and Charlie Bunn. But this man out front from Frimley Green in Surrey, Tommy Williams, is just riding on ice at the moment, just loving it. He's just perfectly going through every single corner. That wonderful smooth ride that he's got. It's absolutely beautiful to watch, so sublime. You get the feeling that just one little break out of line, one little acceleration off kilter, and he's going to throw it off. But it's just perfection. It's wonderful to see. You don't get that from Minimoto rookies very often.
No, Nelly Newth is matching his lap time there on the last lap, 104.6, but he is so well clear. It's going to take something special if anyone's going to match him this weekend. There's one race coming up later on today, of course, and then 2 more tomorrow, which is in other programmes, but it's going to take something to stop him.
Just look at Tommy Williams' natural riding style. He's riding as if he's in his teens. Never mind being between 6 and 9. He just looks so smooth. Every single element, every lean angle, every acceleration flip is just on point. You would not expect this kind of fluidity from a youngster of his tender age. He just looks so natural.
Yeah, he's got a blue suit on. The other man in a blue suit is Austin Dilks, of course, and Austin Dilks at Wigan, Jake, for round 4. This is round 5. He was on fire that weekend. I'm not sure what's going on with Austin today. He's down there in 8th place. Needs to have a word with his dad about some mechanicking that needs to be done on that bike, because he is not that slow.
Well, this is such a different race circuit, isn't it, Whilton Mill compared to Three Sisters? It's a completely different code. And the thing is, with this circuit, yes, you do get some straights, but there are so many tight twisting apexes.
Yeah, a lot more technical.
It's a very tricky circuit by comparison. You would set the bike up for Three Sisters for full speed, full pelt, good acceleration, short gearing. But this is a very different race circuit. And as you can see for yourself, Austin Dilks in the middle of the gaggle here for 7th position. This must be so frustrating for him as we head into the last lap. And it's all going to be about Tommy Williams just guiding himself to the finish line.
Yeah, it goes past the back marker. Just got to dispatch the back markers quickly, which he does. Up Manuel's Bank into Christmas Corner. Through the right-hander, go through the kink on the left.
How frustrated are they knowing how well they've done in the second half of the year that they didn't get there at the start of the season? Because Tommy Williams would have won this Minimoto Rookies title at a dominant canter if that had been the case, the way things currently are.
Yeah, but then again, I always say, if you're going to win it, you've got to turn up.
Nelly Newth still hanging on to 3rd position here in front of Freddie Taylor now that Emilio Pereira has pulled clear in 2nd position, and that puts one hand on the title for Emilio Pereira. It's not done yet, of course. There's still 3 races left in the championship after this one, but Nelly Newth has definitely done what she needed to, banked some good points. 3rd position will keep her very much in the fight for another race. But out in front with a 1 minute 4.0 on the last lap, Tommy Williams is not only winning this race, he is cleaning up out front as he stretches out the advantage. There is the checkered flag. Excellent run from Tommy Williams. Freddie Taylor's going to try one last trick to get past Nelly Newth. He just can't quite get close enough there. Emilio Pereira in 2nd there. Nelly Newth 3rd ahead of Freddie Taylor, with Finley Stiles likely to come home in front of Joey Adasic. But that keeps the championship fight alive and kicking for now. Tommy Williams, another brilliant victory ahead of Emilio Pereira. Nelly Newth in 3rd, right behind him. Freddie Taylor quite close, but not close enough for the top 3. Finley Stiles in 5th from Joey Adasic. Austin Dilks making up 3 places, but not good enough to be where we expected to see him after 3 sisters. More coming up very soon.